Who is Immanuel Kant? Immanuel Kant, 1724 to 1804, was a German philosopher who is widely considered one of the most important thinkers of the modern era. Born in Königsberg, Prussia, Kant spent his entire life in the city, where he studied at the University of Königsberg and later worked as a professor of philosophy. His major works include the Critique of Pure Reason, the Critique of Practical Reason, and the Critique of Judgment, which are considered some of the most important texts in the history of Western philosophy. Kant's philosophy was revolutionary in many ways, but perhaps his most important contribution was his attempt to reconcile the rationalist and empiricist traditions. He argued that knowledge is not purely derived from experience or reason alone, but from the interaction between the two. This idea is often referred to as the Copernican Revolution in philosophy, as it places the human mind at the center of our understanding of the world. One of Kant's most famous and influential ideas is his ethical theory, which is based on the idea of the categorical imperative. According to Kant, morality is based on the principle that one should treat others as ends in themselves, rather than means to an end. This means that we should always treat others with respect and dignity, and never use them for our own purposes. Kant's ideas about the nature of knowledge and the limits of reason had a profound impact on subsequent developments in philosophy, including the rise of existentialism and postmodernism. His emphasis on the importance of subjectivity and the limitations of rational thought laid the groundwork for many of the ideas that would emerge in the 20th century. Kant's philosophy was also notable for his theory of noumena and phenomena, which had a significant impact on metaphysics. According to Kant, we can only know things as they appear to us, or as phenomena. We can never know things in themselves, or as noumena, because our minds are limited to the categories of space and time. Kant's political philosophy is also noteworthy, particularly his idea of a perpetual peace. He argued that a just and lasting peace can only be achieved through the establishment of a federation of nations, based on the principles of republicanism and cosmopolitanism. Kant's influence on subsequent generations of thinkers is difficult to overstate. His ideas have been embraced and developed by philosophers in a wide range of fields, including epistemology, ethics, metaphysics, political philosophy, and aesthetics. In addition to his contributions to philosophy, Kant was also an important figure in the German Enlightenment, which sought to promote reason and progress. He was a vocal advocate of freedom of thought and expression, and his ideas played an important role in the development of modern liberal democracies. Despite his profound impact on philosophy and political thought, Kant's ideas have also been the subject of intense debate and criticism. Some critics have argued that his philosophy is overly abstract and divorced from the realities of everyday life, while others have criticized his strict adherence to universal moral principles. Regardless of these criticisms, however, Kant remains one of the most important and influential thinkers in the history of Western philosophy. His ideas continue to shape our understanding of the world and our place within it, and his legacy remains a vital part of modern philosophical discourse. Kant's impact on aesthetics should also be noted. He argued that beauty is a universal and objective experience, rather than a subjective and personal one. He believed that the experience of beauty involves a harmonious interaction between the imagination and the understanding, and that it has the power to evoke emotions and transcend the limits of our everyday experience. Kant's legacy also extends beyond philosophy to influence a wide range of disciplines, including law, theology, and psychology. His emphasis on the importance of reason. Kant's impact on the field of epistemology, or the study of knowledge, is also significant. He argued that knowledge is based on our concepts and categories, which are rooted in our cognitive faculties. He maintained that these concepts and categories are not just tools we use to understand the world, but are also necessary conditions for having any experience of the world at all. Kant's ideas about the limits of knowledge have influenced later thinkers, particularly in the development of postmodernism and its emphasis on the constructed nature of reality. In summary, Immanuel Kant was a towering figure in the history of Western philosophy, whose ideas have had a profound and lasting impact on a wide range of disciplines. His focus on the limits of human reason, the importance of subjectivity, and the need for a universal ethics continue to shape our understanding of the world and our place within it. Despite the challenges and critiques of his work, Kant's legacy remains a vital part of modern philosophical discourse, and his ideas continue to inspire new generations of thinkers.